The Antarctic continent is the sixth largest in the world, and in its vastness covers an area of 5,500,000 square miles. The largely unexplored and freezing continent boasts low temperatures of as cold as -90 degrees Celsius. The land of the continent is largely hidden by an ice sheet covering about 98% of the continent. This uncaring and cold world has little variety in animals, with penguins, seals, birds, and whales being the largest populated species on the continent. These animals stay near the edges by the ocean, and in the winter many leave the icy continent. Even the native wildlife is not made to bear the harsh winters there, and there are no native plant species on the ice sheet. The long and difficult winters are made tougher by the incredibly strong katabatic winds, with recorded winds blowing at 200 miles per hour. Since the early days of exploration, the mere existence of Antarctica has provided many barriers in its own exploration, with the South Pole's inaccessibility and the dangerous ice floes that can destroy ships. Since then, however, advancements in infiltrating and making the continent more habitable have been made, allowing for many research stations to be built, with some even running year-round. The research carried out in Antarctica is plentiful and variable. Antarctic paleontology is an important portion of research in Antarctica. Due to the ice and low population, much of the land has gone untouched since the continent froze over millions of years ago. Because of this, Antarctica is an incredibly useful and well-preserved time capsule into the past. The expeditions being conducted by the Antarctic Peninsula Paleontology Project is utilizing this untouched Earth to look at the past life of this frozen continent. Although there is a likely abundant fossil record waiting on Antarctica, the barrier that many scientists, including the ones on this project, have encountered is that not many fossil-bearing rocks are available on the icy surface, and completing fieldwork on the remote land is very difficult. With this in mind, though, it needs to be acknowledged that since the fossil records are incomplete, there are many species that are yet to be discovered in Antarctica, and that without them, a clear and complete picture of the past cannot be made. And so, the past of Antarctica lies in the hands of paleontologists willing to uncover the history of this frozen land. The Antarctic Peninsula Paleontology Project had their most recent expedition in 2016. Equipped with their metal-hulled research vessel containing 2 helicopters and multiple inflatable boats, their field expedition lasted from the beginning of February to the end of March. The team consisted of 7 paleontologists, 2 sedimentologists, and 3 paleontology graduate students. The scientists were divided into 3 groups, 2 field camps, and 1 group doing short visits by helicopter or watercraft to other sites. The main locations studied were the Vega and Seymour Islands. This project discovered more than 200 fossils just during the 2016 expedition. Because of the abundance of resources and experienced scientists, many fossils were found that through study over the past years have helped the project contribute to the understanding of Antarctic flora, faunas, and environments during the period of time immediately before the mass extinction that ended the age of the dinosaurs. Antarctica right now is a cold, snow, and ice-covered mass. However, thanks to discoveries in the fossil record, we now know that from about 100 to 40 million years ago, from before the extinction of the dinosaurs to the beginning of the age of mammals, it was drastically different in climate and ecosystem. Antarctica was a warm and lush forest with diverse populations of plants and animals, including dinosaurs. It might also have been where some animals that are present in our ecosystems today, like marsupials, originated. From the fossils collected, there is evidence of flora and fauna that are known to have lived in warm climates in the past. The Glossopteris, for example, is known to have preferred warm climates in the past. By understanding the past, we can also look towards the future. The future climate of our planet is important to us and our future generations. The past climate of Antarctica was a warm and almost tropical place, but the continent is now covered by ice. Understanding these cycles in climate can help us understand how climates will repeat again in the future. Although a tropical climate in Antarctica seems impossible to visualize, if temperatures do rise again due to human influence, it may be a fully possible, although somewhat distant, future for the continent. Comprehending past climate can help the human race prepare for the future. The Antarctic Peninsula Paleontology Project realizes this and has been putting in effort to research and complete the fossil record of Antarctica in order to fully understand Antarctica's past and, in turn, its future. The work on researching, completing, and understanding the fossils of Antarctica is still incomplete and may never be fully completed. However, the efforts of scientists to provide as much information of the past as possible has not dwindled and will grow with the increasing need to understand and predict the future of Antarctica and the planet.